you want to know my opinion on what I think, just keep on watching. Hey guys, what's good? It's your girl Nisi here and I'm back with another video. And in today's video, actually, let me pause this. I'm gonna put a timestamp here where the actual video will start, but I have to make a quick disclaimer, aka rant. So y'all, well, some of y'all were eating me up in the comments on my Birmingham binge strike video. If you've not seen it, do check it out. It's a good one. But listen, I said what I said. I ain't ashamed. Obviously, some of you were schooling me in the comments that actually live there. Thank you. I'm grateful for you people. But the ones that were moaning and saying that I'm just making ish up, listen, where I found my information, you can look and find it there. I get information from the actual news. So if I'm lying, then they're lying. I'm not a journalist, but people on the news are journalists. So make that make sense. Obviously, TikTok, because I'm reacting to people's reactions. News articles, everything's on the net, so that's where I get my information from. I don't go upstairs in my house and get a book and just start putting random things together. But yeah, but like I said, if you've not checked that video out, do please check it out. And yeah, Birmingham Council and the people, y'all need to do better, because that ain't it. Shout out to my new subscribers. I got a lot of followers and a lot of views recently, so the goal by the end of April is to hit 500. So yeah guys, let's run up the numbers. I'm 9 subscribers from 400, and then obviously I need 400 more for 500, and obviously to get my watch hours up. So yeah, please do watch the videos, like them, share them, and obviously subscribe. But yeah, in today's video, back to this, the intro. Yeah, as you already know by the title, so we've got this woman who's 32 and she's got 7 kids and she's currently pregnant and she's living in a hotel. Whew, just let that sink in, guys. That's a lot. So I'm 32 and I couldn't imagine having 7 kids and then I've got one on the way, and on top of that living in a hotel. So obviously this woman's come out and she's shown this video of the struggle meal that she's making for her and her kids. Obviously in the hotel there's no proper fridge, it's only those mini fridges, there's no cookers. Some do have a microwave. I think that's how she makes her food, in the microwave. So just that alone, the kids are not getting proper good food because everything's just being thrown in the microwave. So let that sink in, because that's neglect right there. But I'm gonna roll the clip and I will be back with my commentary.
Hey y'all, let's make dinner for my kids. So there you have noodles, chicken, and some little cabbage to go with it. So what I'll be doing, yeah, I'm gonna break the noodles up. So y'all know I stay in a hotel, so we can't cook in this hotel after microwave food. So I made them their noodles and put some sauce in it. Now y'all, I do split these noodles. Depends on the circumstances. So I'm gonna get them a little bit of noodles. Here, get them 1 piece of chicken. These little cabbage things, those pretty good. Stop chins. And then we're gonna go with the fruits. Now they don't eat much. My kids do play over food, so I'm gonna get them a little portion of everything. They got them some fruits, and this is what they're gonna be eating for tonight. Due to some leak in the bed, so I'm just gonna get them a little bit of soda. And this is their dinner for tonight. Come on, come eat your food. Sit down and eat on the floor.
Guys, did you just see what I saw? What? All right, first of all, the RTO that's how it came off TikTok. It's not me, because I know sometimes people are like, I can't hear you. I've got a mic coming. It should be here hopefully by the end of this week or next week. But yeah, guys, did you just see what I saw? Like, first of all, what's with that meal? I know about struggle meals, but what was that? Breaking up ramen noodles. It's not even like they had a packet of ramen noodles each to themselves, and then she's putting the watermelon with it and a piece of chicken. And what in the struggle meals is that? All right, so my biggest like viewership comes from Americans. I'll put it on the side, then people from the UK, then Canada. So shout out to y'all. So the Americans, I need you in my comments this time. What's with all these women, like, you know what I mean, being pregnant and having so many kids? 3 days ago, I did 26, you know what I mean, with a certain amount of kids. What was it? I think it was 26 kids plus 5.5 kids because she was pregnant. It's like, oh gosh. I'll put a picture there. Please do check it out. But yeah, people are dragging this current one. We've not even got over that one because, like I said, that was 3 days ago, and now we've got this one. So I feel like since the Resilient like family Jenkins, people have just been coming out. It's like because they've made a lot of money, they've gotten a lot of free gifts. So I know people that have bare kids are like, this is a way to make money off it. So you know what I mean. So people are just putting all their struggles out on TikTok, and TikTok wasn't made for this. Can we go back to the original TikTok? Like, I missed that. But yeah, for the Resilient Jenkins, I've done videos on them. I've got like 3 videos, and they were like the first video I did on this channel. So please do check it out. I'll put pictures here. And then my 4th video was a woman that had 7 kids, 7 baby daddies, and was on, like, she got 3K in food stamps. I'll just put them all around. Like, I didn't think this, like, my channel would be about this, but for my Americans, like, does birth control not exist in America? Like, I know healthcare and things like that cost money, but it just seems like a lot of broke black women, I have to call it out, just seem to just lay on their back and just be like, just baby after baby after baby, you know what I mean? But yeah, let's get into some people's reactions.
32 with 7 kids, and you're pregnant with your 8, and you're living out of a hotel. And I'm not talking about the girl with 6 kids who's 26. I'm talking about the mom who's 32 with 7 kids and expecting another child. It seems like a lot of people really were inspired by the Resilient Jenkins to come forward with how they're raising their kids in insecure housing, because how is having your kids live in filth, not have a home, post you splitting ramen noodles with your little kids, yet you have your nails done? Like, I think we've really lost priorities when it comes to parenting our kids. Like, you're literally having kids only to bring them into poverty. Like, honestly, kids deserve a safe, clean, and consistent environment. And when you constantly live in filth, when you have insecure housing and go to hotel, you are not providing consistency for your children. Honestly, be so for real.
I love this guy. Like, he's forever keeping his foot on these baby mamas' necks. And I get, watching this, I get why people were mad in the 21 and no kids. Like, people were mad, and I get it, because look at this woman that's 32, and she's not even young compared to that 26-year-old or 25-year-old. This woman's grown. Like, you should have your ish together. Like I said, I'm 32, I've got 4 kids. I couldn't imagine having 7 kids and there's one on the way. Like, it's just mind-blowing. And it's funny because growing up, I always said I wanted a big family, but in today's climate, and then you just don't know. Like, I've got a child with disabilities, so then again, you just don't know if your kid's gonna come up with disabilities and things like that. But yeah, he blames the Resilient Jenkins, and I don't blame him, because like literally since they came out, then people just started coming out. It's like cockroaches just coming out of the woodworks. So yeah, it's like this struggle, like people just putting their kids out there, and yeah, but it's not fair, you know what I mean? These kids have obviously got to go to school, people see them, and can you just imagine your whole life just on social media? They know like where you live or what your place looks like. you know, clothes wise, what you're eating. Like, it's just too much. And I get it, the parents are trying to make money, but how about you make money without exploiting your kids and exploiting me? So obviously, like you pointed out, my girl had her nails done, but yeah, you know what I mean, you're giving your kids this struggle meal, you know what I mean, like, make it make sense. But I agreed with everything he said, and yeah, he's just over it. Like I said, be for real, like, you know what I mean.
I'm not gonna tell you no real lie. 32 years old with 7 kids staying in a hotel.
Ain't you tired?
You ain't tired? You ain't tired of sleepless nights, wonder how you gonna take care of your children? You not tired of strides, of stressing. You not tired of living that hard life? You not tired of living a life of Brenda had a fucking baby? Do y'all remember that, Tupac? You not tired of people judging you? Because, baby, I know you judging yourself, so I'm not here to judge you. But this is what I want to know. How do you fucking feel in your head? And this is for the 26-year-old mother, too, with 6 kids and 1 on the way. How do y'all feel mentally? Because I know that y'all are overstimulated, and I know that part of y'all is broken. But when are y'all gonna say to y'allself, I want better and I'm gonna change? When are y'all gonna get your tools side? When are y'all gonna leave these men that keep on leaving y'all and sitting there with y'all and watching y'all do the blunt of the work by y'allself? If y'all waiting for TD, if y'all waiting for me to drag y'all through the mud, what the fuck I look like? I'm gonna talk to y'all woman to woman. I don't give a fuck if I hurt y'all feelings. Because somebody need to come and tell y'all, wake the fuck up. Because see, that 2-3 minutes of feeling motherfucking good, giving you 18 multiple years of pain, struggle, sacrifice, and wondering how the fuck you gonna take care of your motherfucking children at night. Because y'all got too much motherfucking free time on y'all motherfucking hands, if you let me tell it. And I know how it is, young. Ain't got shit going on for yourself. So the little bit of love that you do get is, oh, no. When are you gonna break the motherfucking cycle? And you do have children watching. And some of y'all don't know, because I know this situation because I saw this myself. You have some children, when they see that they live their life of struggle, they do the opposite. They break the generational curse. Some kids are not like that. So you cannot say because the children watching their parents go through some shit that these children are going to be a product of their environment. It don't always happen like that. But let me just tell y'all something. We're going to wrap this shit up. I'm not going to make another video on another fucking sad situation because it is sad. It's sad. I need these young ladies to understand that this is not life, baby. This is not motherfucking living. First of all, it's wear and tear on your motherfucking body. Another thing is wear and tear on your motherfucking mental. And I understand all the love you have in the world. I understand all the love that you want to give. But what about loving yourself? Because if children don't have a mother who love and take care of themselves, then they ain't got shit. They ain't got shit. So that's what people missing out on. It's not about the multiple babies. It's not about living and you ain't got everything you need. It's about the heart. Because a mother who love her children gonna give her children a world that she could give them. Let's talk about it. And there's some children that desire brand new Jordans and fucking PlayStations and going taking trips. Some children just enjoy waking up to ice cream on a given Sunday. Some children just want their mother to bake a cake. Some children just want their mother to sit down and watch a movie with them. But one of these young ladies gonna understand that it's more to life than having babies, baby. And let me just tell you something too. People gun too. You know why I'm gonna end this video? Because it's gonna be too long.
Woo! She came through. Oh my gosh. She dropped so much knowledge. First of all, like she said, ain't y'all tired? I'm tired and I only have 4, you know what I mean? Like, I just couldn't imagine. She's got double what I've got. But obviously, she might not have kids with disability. But yo, from that, ain't you tired? Don't you want better? That part. Like, when is it enough? Like, how many kids do you plan to have and when's it gonna stop? And this is why, with over here in the UK, obviously, Labour are cracking down on benefits. I get it, because in America, the reason why they keep laying on the back and having these babies back to back is because they be getting food stamps and like these EBT, like, you know what I mean? Like, the government unfortunately supports this fuckery, you know what I mean? But like she said, when she spoke on the baby daddies, like, you know what I mean, seeing these women struggle, they don't care about the woman, they don't care about their kids. But like she said, Brenda had a baby. It's literally oh, rest in peace, Tupac. But yeah, that's what it's given. Like, it's just that struggle, and it's just sad that they're bringing their kids into it, and then the kids have got to live through that, and it's just not the life. Like, please, poor people. She makes me laugh. Like, you need to get your tubes tied. Like, even I'm trying to do that because I'm very fertile, and yeah, it just takes one look from my man and then all of a sudden I'm pregnant again. But no, I definitely don't want kids. So even I'm trying to get my tubes done. I asked him to get the snip. He's like, no. I was like, cool, I'll get done. Because when I say I don't want no more kids, I don't want no more kids. It really does. You have to reach that point in life. It's like, enough is enough.
To the woman that is 32 with 7 kids living out of a hotel room, stop fucking. It's time to stop. It's time to stop. I'm about to call the feds right now so they can kick in the door and be like, tubes on the ground! Tubes on the ground! Put up the tubes right now! You living out of a hotel room. You have 7 of these youngs. You can't get them a good life right now. I hate when I see people doing stuff like this. The reason why is because 9 times out of 10, you're going to look in the comment section and you're going to see some people actually excusing it. Oh, but I'm doing this because I ain't getting no love when I was a kid. And you're going to be able to love all 7 of them in this hotel room? You're not going to be able to clean up after them, let alone love them the way that they need to properly be loved. Stop reproducing. Why do it always be the people who don't need to be doing it who do it the most? It's like you talk to somebody who invented the cure to cancer and they like, nah, I don't want no kids. You ask the 30-year-old who favorite breakfast is coffee, hot Cheetos, and a vape, and they like, shit, like 17? Yep, about 17 of them Jones, 17. Working on 18. I'm gonna name them Blueberry Sour Raspberry.
Yeah, guys, just like he said, stop fucking. Like, it's as simple as that. I'm gonna need you to go on some contraception, use some condoms, maybe the guy gets a snip or you get your tubes tied, but stop fucking. It makes me laugh about feds needs to go in there like, put the tubes on the ground. No, CPS needs to go in there like, where's CPS? Like, because this can't be normal. Because even the Resilient Jenkins, they got evicted from their one bedroom apartment, but then they were moving into a hotel. So is this going to be a new thing in America where people just have huge families, bare different baby daddies, and they move into a hotel? And then again, in a hotel, you don't have proper like fridge, freezer, cookers, you know what I mean? A microwave is not enough. Like, no to microwave meals and fast food. So, but yeah, everything he said was on point. Like, just stop fucking, period.
I don't know what type of struggle Olympics y'all are on this app training for. We still trying to process the 26-year-old with 6 kids. And now we got somebody else who done entered the chat that's 32 with 7 children, currently pregnant. And she's somewhere living out of a hotel and splitting 1 pack of oodles and noodles between 8 people. I wish the Resilient Jenkins never came on this app, because ever since they came on this app, now all of y'all struggling, down bad, pathetic excuses for parents are getting on this app and y'all are dry begging. Are you directly asking for money? No. But you putting these captions letting us know just how poor of choices that you're making. Oh, I'm 26 with 6 kids. I'm 32 with 7 kids living out of a hotel. You know what you're doing. You know what you're doing, right? You know how to draw the attention in for how bad what you got going on is. And you know that this app is full of a bunch of people who like to watch a train wreck. A bunch of people who like to feel superior to people who doing bad so it can make them feel better about what they got going on with their life. All right, so you get on here, you do your little dry begging, you try to get your views up, you try to hit that 10K so you can start getting them TikTok checks. And here's my word of advice, and I keep on saying it. If y'all gonna keep on building up these people, don't get mad when they show their true colors on who they really are. And I don't like the fact that y'all are trying to capitalize off of y'all kids at their expense, right? It's bad enough that you won't stop having them, but now you're trying to use them to make money off social media, and you don't care how it's going to affect them in their real life, right? You showing just how down bad y'all lifestyle is as if your kids don't got to go to school and interact with other children. Like, y'all are some pathetic excuses for parents, all right? Ain't no way that these are going to be the kids that Whitney Houston thought was going to be our future. Ain't no way. These kids are going to be cooked. It's the worst of the worst who procreating the most and having the most children. The people who halfway decent either ain't having kids or they having 1, maybe 2 at the most. But the ones who just won't stop pumping them out are the worst ones, right? The worst ones who don't even need to be raising dogs, let alone kids. Those are the main ones who won't stop popping the kids out. I done said since the time I got on this app that y'all don't care about these kids, and y'all just continue to keep proving me right. Y'all being more concerned about these mothers' mental health than you are the children that they dumping trauma onto and creating mental problems for them. All right, that don't even make sense. So they got childhood trauma. And so the best idea that you fools can come up with is that they need to have kids and create childhood trauma onto those kids so that those kids can go and have kids and have childhood trauma. The vicious cycle never stops. But y'all can't seem to see that because you're idiots, like I done said before. But keep this stuff off my timeline. I'm tired of seeing it.
Listen, by the title, you should have known that she was going to be in my video. Again, she's another one. She keeps her foot on these baby mamas' necks. And yeah, what in the struggle Olympics is going on? That's it. We're going to start calling that like the baby mama struggle Olympics. It's like who can have the most kids, who could be struggling the most, so then you'll get the most help, right? But yeah, again, everything she said was on point. Like, we're tired at this point, you know what I mean? Even though I'm bringing light to it on my channel, it's just like, even though we're talking about it, like, people are gonna keep, you know, giving, donating, and it's like she said, just because, like, we love to watch the train wreck, you know what I mean? Reality TV was started like that. We don't want to see couples all like married and happy. We want to see people fighting, you know, Bad Girls Club, what's the other show, Badders, like, you know what I mean? That's why those shows are so popular, because we just love the train wreck. Like, we love the drama. We claim we don't want no drama, we want peace, harmony, but we love the drama. But like she said, she touched on, you know, it's okay to donate, but then when these people start showing their true colors, don't be complaining or be like, I want my money back, because you're enabling it. It's like giving a drug addict drugs, like you're enabling their problem, you know what I mean? But yeah, again, just like my man, everything she said was on point. Like, at this point, like, people just need to wrap it up and literally stop laying on their backs and just these babies out. Because it's just sad. I feel sorry for the kids more than anything. Like, it's really sad.
Y'all don't care enough about children for me. For you to look at these situations with these the 26-year-old and the 32-year-old and all of these kids that they have, that they cannot properly take care of. Now, I know that life be lifing, and sometimes situations come up that you can't control, and you have to do the best that you can with what you have to deal with. I can understand that. I can respect the fact that you are trying to make good of the situation that you are currently in. But my thing is this: you didn't ever have to bring that many children into this world. You could have stopped at 2 kids, at 3 kids. What are we doing? Why are we doing so much fucking when there are a whole bunch of other things that you could be doing? Because I'm sorry, even if you're providing the thing, and that's another thing, giving credit to parents for doing literally the bare minimum, providing a roof and housing, clothing and food, like the things that legally by law you are required to give to your children, lest they be taken away from you. I'm sorry, I don't know why that's getting credit. Because emotional neglect is a thing. You cannot give the proper love and attention to that many children. It's impossible. There's not enough time in a day, especially when you got to cook, you got to clean. Are you helping with homework? Can you help with homework? If you stressed out, then babies is super stressed out. This is their reality. This is their childhood. It's a regular day to you. This is their childhood. We know that there are so many things from our childhoods that last a lifetime. Those babies are going to be struggling and dealing with and healing from that shit for the rest of their lives. You're not setting them up for success at all. And I know I can say, oh, you're doing the best you can, but you really, before we even got to this point, we could have stopped. Because you can avoid having a bunch of babies. There are plenty of ways to not have a bunch of babies. You could have found a hobby instead of fucking so much and having a bunch of babies. But now that they're here, why aren't we thinking about how this is affecting them babies so bad? And I know nobody in therapy. And then on top of that, now it's on social media. And these babies is in school. These babies are in school. And kids are fucking cruel, bro. And you putting that for the world to see? For their potential classmates to see? Bruh, it's selfish. And I hope that this isn't like becoming a trend of like, oh, well, I'll just put my fucked up situation on the internet for people to give me money. Because like, you're exploiting your children. You're exploiting your situation. Shit is not cool. Yes, there are people, parents who have less children who do not give a fuck about them. They're terrible too. Because there's more to raising kids than just providing the bare minimum. Emotional support. How can you emotionally support your children properly when you can't emotionally support yourself because you stressed to high fucking heaven because you got all them damn kids that you got to take care of? Them babies deserve more. You should never be bringing that many children into this world you cannot properly take care of. And that's not just the physical needs. Mental, emotional support is important. When they get older, they can buy clothes. They can get a job and buy their own clothes. But that mental shit that's rearranging their brains right now for when they're grown and they got to try to heal from that shit, bruh, y'all not thinking about that. You're doing the best with what you got, but really, it ain't good enough for them. It's not good enough for them. You got to care more about them babies that didn't ask to be here than you care about yourself. Being in the circumstances you in with the ones you got and then getting pregnant again? Huh? Why are you still fucking when you should be focused on them kids? Get a fucking hobby. There are other things you could do but fucking raw. There's other things you should be focused on when you already got 4 or 5 kids. I hope that at least this situation brings awareness that those mamas can get the help that they need to properly take care of. And when all is said and done, please put them babies in therapy. Please put them babies in therapy. I got my baby. I have one daughter. I have my baby in therapy, not because she got any behavioral issues. She's diagnosed with ADHD. She doesn't have a father right now. Even though it's not showing up in a negative way right now, I want her to have the tools already laid out if it does become a problem. So she has somebody objective to talk to if any feelings start to bubble up at any time. Preventative measures, right? Proactive measures. It don't gotta be that hard. Struggle. Why would you keep bringing babies into more struggle? You don't have to. There are ways to prevent it. Please don't make this a thing. Not like this. I need y'all to care more about them babies. You can lock that coochie down. You could put it away. Keep it to yourself. You could keep your coochie to yourself. You don't got to keep having babies. You can prevent that easily. Honestly.
Guys, see what I mean? Like, we're tired, like, because it's back to back, we're just like, what is going on? Like, is something in the water in America or what? Because what? And like she said, what is with all this fucking? Like, stop fucking, stop laying on your back. Like, there's more to life. Get yourself a job, a job, get yourself a hobby. Like, there's more to life. Like she said, you could have had 2, 4 max, you know what I mean? If you know what I mean, some people love kids. Like I said, once upon a time, I wanted a big family. If you're gonna go there, but at least make sure, you know, you've got savings, the house, the car, the husband, like, have yourself patterned. Because with the 26-year-old, she was just like, I love my kids, like, because she never got love when she was younger, so she just kept having kids. And it's just like, you're having kids for all the wrong reasons. You need counseling, you need some therapy, and stop fucking and find a good hobby or get a good job. And you know what I mean, better your life, better your kids' circumstances. What she touched on when she said when they're doing the bare minimum, like getting them dressed, clothing them, it's so true. Like, that's nothing brand new. Like, that's what you're supposed to do. As soon as you know you're pregnant, it's like, I'm gonna be feeding, like breastfeeding, changing nappies. Like, you're preparing yourself mentally, innit? Like, when I first got pregnant, I got pregnant at 21 and no kid. But yeah, I was just like, "Eek." And me and the baby's dad wasn't together at the time. So obviously mentally I was just like, yo, I've got to do this all on my own, you know what I mean? And when I had my first child, because it was so hard being a single parent, I was like, I'm not having no more kids. Like, this shit is hard. Shout out to all the single parents doing the damn thing. Not the bare minimum, doing the damn thing, putting their kids in college, making sure they get a good education, have savings for them. But yeah, I agree with everything she said. Like, just stop with this and get some counseling and get some therapy, because it's just snide on the kids what they've had to go through. And they remember it, like in that 26 video that I did, 26 and pregnant, there was a woman in there that, you know, she had to sleep on the floor. They didn't have good food, good clothes growing up. Like, that messes with the kid's psychic. So then in the future, they need therapy and counseling, because that sticks with you for life. You know, when you speak to maybe like co-workers or friends, or you know what I mean, even cousins, they have a better life than you. Like you start feeling some resentment, and it's not that person's fault, it's your parents' fault. And this is how jealousy and envy come into play, and people start hating on people when they're just living their normal life. You know what I mean? It's not my fault your parents can't take you to Disneyland or just on a normal holiday or camping trip. That you need to take that up with your parents, you know what I mean? But like I said, everything she said in that video I agree with.
I have been a foster parent over 20 years. And I've had sibling groups from 2, 4, 6 siblings in my home at the same time. And I want to give you my opinion about these young girls having so many children. I've had older siblings who had to stay in my home because they could not be with their younger siblings because they would cause harm to their younger siblings, because the mom only had the older sibling taking care of the children as though she was the parent. The other things that I've experienced having these children in my homes, my priority as a foster parent is to make sure these children receive therapy. I had a young man in my home who was receiving therapy, and this therapist talked to me privately and told me to be careful. And I was just like, why should I be careful? He had stated that this child had issues with women due to his mom. I've experienced children who receive and have so many disorders that I had to find out by taking them to over and over again to doctor's appointments until they actually found out what was going on with them. See, these girls, when they're on social media, they give you this this thing of everything's okay, that there's nothing bothering them. They just look for love. You know, they're okay with their one bedroom. The part they don't a lot of times show you is where they don't really know how to control their own emotions and depression. Just being a young girl in a small room, how do you think she actually copes? Because at the end of the day, we all have depression, but it comes to different levels on how you can manage it. Do you need medication? Do you need therapy? A lot of these girls will self-medicate themselves with alcohol and drugs. Do you know how many children I have come through who had alcohol syndrome? I have had children, I can't think of the name now, where they will put anything in their mouths. When I say anything, I mean anything. It can be glass. My dogs can shed with fur. They'll put it in their mouth. You got to catch them so quick, they'll put it in their mouth. My dog can go out and take a poop. If you do not watch that kid, they will pick that poop up and put it in their mouth. That's how bad it is. People don't understand that these girls are so young. They're going to have a time in their life where they're just going to look around like, I can't do nothing with myself. I got all these children, what am I going to do? I have been in situations where I've had girls who got with a man who didn't have children, and this man would tell them, well, I want my own children. I don't want any other children. Because she's so in love with him, she would actually give her children up so she can be with this man. The best thing you can do for these girls is to constantly tell them to get therapy. And the reason I say that is because therapy is the only way that's going to help them cope and deal with the traumas they're going through, to make them believe why they need all these children. How do you think a lot of children that I dealt with also was exposed to watching their parents or mother have sex with several different guys? How do you think they were acting out? These are things that people have to think about. So if you choose to help them, the best way is to seek a therapist for them, because they will have every excuse in the book on why they can't go get therapy. They're too busy. Not to say they don't want therapy, but they'll make every excuse on the reason why they can't get it. The best thing you can actually do for them is to guide them and get them therapy. And move it on. They can try to cope with what they already started and understand how important it is to get themselves together and love themselves, so they'll know how to love their children.
Her point of view, it was a lot. She said some really good stuff, and I like it that, you know what I mean, she's a foster mom, so she's like in the system, she's seeing kids come and go, and it's just scary when that person says be careful with this child, and she's like, why? Like, he's a young boy, he, you know, does stuff to women, and it's just like, this is what I mean, like, people just keep having these kids and they're not thinking like psychologically what it's doing to them. And nah, like, she scared me. Like, I got chills when she said that. And then, like she said, she's had kids where they just put everything in their mouth, and that's because they've been neglected at home. Maybe there's not been enough food, so they've had to eat other stuff, or, you know, had to eat cereal without milk, or had to put water on the cereal. Like, so hearing that she's had a child and that child will put anything in their mouth, that's a kid that's probably been starved. And you know what I mean, they're not obviously psychologically all the way there, but they think if I put this in my mouth, I'll survive for another day. Like, yo, she made some really good points, but for me, those two stuck out for me, and it's just like, no, like, we need to do better, like, for real, like, this needs to stop. And this is what I mean, she said at one point, she's taking, because with being in a system, kids get split up, don't they? But she said she's taking like 6 kids at a time, but eventually when it comes to adoption, no one's gonna adopt 6 kids, you know what I mean? So that's the other bit, like, they have different upbringings, some might have better, some might have worse, you know what I mean? It's all that, and this is just because the parents want to be careless. And with this, obviously, where are the baby daddies, the fathers, the husbands? Like, where are they? Like, where's the male figures in these women's lives?
Now, I just scrolled upon a 32-year-old mom of 7 kids living in a hotel with her nails done and her belly out, making dinner for her kids, 4 packs of noodles that she split up to 8 plates or whatever. Come on, this is ridiculous. This is embarrassing. Y'all ought to be ashamed of yourselves. It's the year 2025. If y'all have not learned how to use birth control, if you've not learned how to do something with your life other than lay on your back and make babies, neglected babies with men who don't give a damn about you, if y'all have not discovered enough of your self-worth to know that you could do more with your life other than keep on having babies, that you're going to lean on people in sympathy to take care of, you think you don't have any value, you can't go to school, get an associate's degree, you can't become a damn nail tech, you can't become a CNA, you can't do nothing, all that you find yourself good for is to be a damn baby making machine. This is absolutely not okay. It's frustrating. It's frustrating. I'm tired of seeing these black women romanticize and publicize struggle. And y'all act like these kids just are happening upon you. You all are making these babies. We all know how babies are made. You're not making no progress in your life. You're not making good decisions. You're not making more money. You're not making a better life for yourself. Y'all just making babies with men who obviously don't give a damn about you, because where are you? Somewhere struggling. These kids don't deserve this, and I'm tired of seeing it. Struggle secretly, moving forward. I don't want to see struggle all over my For You page. It's embarrassing. Y'all ain't doing nothing but perpetuating the damn stereotypes that already exist about us as black women. I'm over it.
Yes, I loved her response. Like she said, come on, it's 2025. Like, are we still doing this? And like she said, this affects black women, black young girls more than anything. And that's why I loved that 21 with no kids video. And I get why they were getting so much hate, because there's women like this who just constantly have kids back to back. And then later on in life, they kind of regret it, or, you know, they feel some type of way when young girls, you know, living their best life, you know, going on holidays, going to nice restaurants, you know, that soft life, while they're at home stressing, kids screaming, da 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 da. She made me laugh when she was talking about coming on camera, doing that struggle meal, breaking up 4 packs of noodles, trying to split it into 8 plates with her belly all hanging out and her nails did, like, she told no lies. And I love the caption that she had on her TikTok page, like, stop rewarding bad behavior, because that's what I mean. There's people in the comments gassing them up, like, oh my gosh, don't listen to the haters, they're doing the best they can do, blah blah blah. And it's just like, just the fact that she's got so many baby fathers, just that alone, it's just like, and where are the parents? You think I could be having all these kids and all these baby dads and my mum wouldn't check me? Because obviously your parents are meant to want the better for you, like the better. Like, my mum's got multiple baby fathers, but she wouldn't want that for me. So she's so proud of me that I've got all my kids to one guy, engaged, da 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 da. She's proud of me, you know what I mean? But again, I saw my mum struggle and I was like, God forbid, that will not be my struggle. We all have struggles in life, you know what I mean? And when you keep having more kids, you're kind of making that struggle on yourself, because it's just like she said, why are you not go-getter? Why have you not got a job? Why have you not got a hobby? You know what I mean? There's so many ways. It's 2025. There's so many ways to make money. Again, they could start a YouTube channel. Don't let the niche be about you being a struggling mum of 8 kids. You know what I mean? Like, we want an actual good niche. Obviously, she's trying to make money on TikTok, but again, she's exploiting, you know, where she's staying, because you can't live in a hotel, you can only stay there. So she's exploiting where she's staying, she's exploiting the kids, and, you know, just the struggling ways. That's why, shout out to all the young girls that have got like these beauty bars, you know what I mean? They're making wigs, like eyelashes tech, nail techs, even the ones the ones that are doing veneers, as long as you're doing it the proper way, you know, doing the veneers course. Like, there's just different ways to make money. People who like purchase and resell like on eBay or vintage things like that, like, shout out to them. Even on TikTok, there's a TikTok shop, so you can sell stuff on there. Shout out to all the go-getters, because listen, being a single mom, you obviously don't pick it, you know what I mean, unless you do IVF like by yourself. But for the ones that do become a single mom, don't just go on and have more kids because you want to feel that love. You know what I mean? They're trying to fill a void. And that's not the way of going about it. Because again, multiple baby dads, they'll just leave you and you're literally going to be stuck with all these kids. And even with me, I have a different dad from my siblings. And it does cause tension sometimes, you know what I mean? You know what I mean? My dad would pick me up, take me out, and their dad didn't. So, you know what I mean? Then they start feeling some type of way. So even that, it brings in like unnecessary drama in your family life. So yeah, but everything that woman said, I loved it. It was on point. It's 2025. Young girls, do better.
Dinner as a 32-year-old mom of 7 living in a hotel. That was my face when I heard that. As y'all know, there's been a lot of talk circulating around the 26-year-old with 6 kids. Everybody have their opinion on that. Just for me to get up today, and I see more moms are coming to TikTok that are living like this. I'm all for getting how you live. But at this point, this stuff is flooding the For You page. I love giving people the benefit of the doubt. So I'm just thinking, like, you know, everybody's knowing that, you know, if you bring your problems to TikTok or you tell TikTok about your struggles, you know, you might have help. There's a possibility you will end up making money off of it. But come on, y'all, like, this is just something we not promoting. Like, yo, it's everywhere. Like, I don't know if it's a trend, like, hop your ass on TikTok and, you know, hop your ass on TikTok with all your kids and, you know, show TikTok that you know you struggling and you living in poverty, and shit, TikTok might help. I don't know, but how the fuck do I get this shit off my For You page?
Yeah, man, she said it like, just, you know, 32 with 7 kids plus I'm pregnant, you know, because we can see she's pregnant. Watch me make food for, you know what I mean? And it's just like, just that intro alone is crazy. And then just how she's looking in the video with her belly out, but her nails are done though. Peep that. And it's just like, and then you got the kids running in the background, and in the background it looks a mess. Like, even though it's a hotel, like, you could at least keep it tidy. But obviously with a hotel, cleaners come and clean the room every other day, don't they? And then obviously after she's made the struggle meal, she's like, don't make a mess. And it's just like, the kids, like, they're going to make a mess. That's what they do. Like, but yeah, everything she said was on point. Like, I'm tired of seeing it on TikTok. Like, there's no escaping it. So as much as someone might be in the comments saying, oh, why are you making a video of it? I can't escape it, you know what I mean? Like, it's constantly on my For You page. Obviously, I think it's because I've watched previous, you know, the Resilient Jenkins, the 26-year-old. Obviously, it's the algorithm now. But as a whole, just stop, because it's just like, they're just coming out of the woodworks now, and everyone's just like, yeah, I'm a struggling mother of loads of kids too. I need some help. I need some money. I need some views. You know what I mean? They want the sponsorships. They want, you know what I mean, all this stuff. But again, it's people in the comments gassing them up for me. You're not going to get no money out of me. You know what I mean? Take responsible, do better, find a job, get a good guy, and just do better. But again, I'm like her, I'm tired of seeing it now. Hopefully after this I won't have to come on again and do another video, but 9 times out of 10 I probably will have to.
There are more mothers popping out of the woodwork. I just saw another one pop up on my For You page. She's 32 with 7 kids living in a hotel room. And it looks like she's pregnant with another. When are we gonna start making better decisions, please? Because she said that she has 4 baby daddies. One of them's in jail. One of them stays out of town. One of them was a fuck buddy. And I can't remember the other one. But what I just don't understand is, if we're already in a struggling situation, why do y'all keep having more kids? Why? I genuinely don't feel any joy in talking about this, but it has to be, like, not normal.
She's got 4 baby daddies. I just love how the first one always seems to be in jail or dead. So then obviously they move on and find the next guy. What did she say? The next guy was I can't remember what she said. And then the third one was a F buddy, and then we don't know about the last one. Oh no, the second one he's about, but yeah, not helping as much. And it's just like, even that, like, oh, I can't even imagine letting 4 different men not inside me, and then I've got to carry their offspring, like, ugh. And they're just so proud with it as well. I'm not saying they should feel shame, but if I was, I would. And even my mom's got multiple baby fathers, so it is what it is. But I like saw my mum struggle, and I told myself, this will never be me. So this is what I mean. You have to set yourself standards. It might be good for them, but I want better for myself and for my kids. But yeah, guys, that's the end of this video. Let me know your thoughts in the comments, especially if you live in America, especially if you've got multiple kids and multiple dads. I wouldn't mind hearing it from your perspective. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and share this video. Stay safe, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye.